What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So today we're back with more Funko Pops that are going down in value. So let's check it out. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we have more Funko Pops that are going down in value and are currently on a downtrend. You guys do seem to really be enjoying this style video. It seems like you guys enjoyed this one more than the Funko Pops that are going up. So I'm actually kind of curious, for those watching this video right now, do you prefer to watch the videos of Funko Pops going up in value or the ones going down? Now next up, I would like to do the question of the day for today's video, and that is, what is the most important Funko Pop to you in your collection? And what I mean by this is basically just something that maybe was a gift to you by someone that is really special to you or something like that, basically. But the one I'm going to go with is Cat Dog here. Now, I don't know if I would really go out of my way to buy the Cat Dog Pop. Maybe these days, just because I do like a lot of the Nickelodeon Pops. But my sister actually won this for me at Dave & Buster's years ago. And it was one of my first, 50 pops, 60 pops, or something like that years ago. And I do still wish I kind of had the first pops my mom and brother gave me when I first started collecting, unfortunately. Maybe I might pick them up now just to kind of keep the memory. But yes, my sister gave me this years ago and I've never gotten rid of it. And it's important to me just because I got it so early in my YouTube career and early in Funko Pop collecting, and it's just always a reminder of just how small my collection was, and it also shows how supportive of me that she was back then. Okay, so now let's go ahead and jump into the topic at hand. So I do have about 7 selections today of some pops going down in value, and I do want to thank everybody who did submit something on the other video I did about 2 weeks ago and over on Instagram. And as always, if you guys have any selections of pops going down in value, leave those comments down below. So first up, we do have Stranger Things, and we have Max here, the Hot Topic exclusive. So this is Max in the costume. This one recently started going down towards the $50 range here, and you can see this started back in September where we had some low sales around $36, $42. We had a high sale of $65, back down to $49, and another high sale recently at $60, kind of putting it at that $50 to $60 range. So I would say what happened with this one was just a lot of the fakes on eBay selling for around the $30 range, kind of slowly driving down the price. And the other thing being that Stranger Things isn't just as hyped up anymore. Obviously season 4 was just crazy for everybody, but I do feel like a lot of the pops have died down in value a little bit. Some are kind of staying up there, but you kind of see the Eddie effect, for example. That pop was going nuts, and it's finally calmed down after the little restocks we got and everything like that. So again, just in general, Stranger Things pops, I feel like they're kind of just chill right now, and they're all leveling back out from that season 4 hype. So if you do need this one was pushing $100 plus at one point, so you can get it for about half price now. But of course, there are still some pretty high listings for this one because she was considered a grail at one point. Now next up for Star Wars, we do have Obi-Wan Kenobi here, the Smuggler's Bounty exclusive. So this one's currently sitting at about $50. You can see at the end there where it took a heavy dip from the $100 range. And as you can see on the right there, the sales do support it on eBay. $45 sales, $53 sales, one high sale of $70, but then back to sales around the $45 range. Now in my opinion, Obi-Wan Kenobi here is the same situation as Max. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show on Disney Plus, it's over with, the hype has died down. A lot of the Obi-Wan pops just shot up because of that show, and just Star Wars in general right now is popular with Ahsoka and a bunch of other stuff. But I would just say Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's just kind of chilling out until they do something else with his character. Now in my opinion, I wouldn't say this one took a crazy hit, just because before the show it was around a $50 to $60 pop. And after the show, it's back down to that same range. Next up, for Power Ranger fans, we do have the White Ranger here, one of the older pops. So this one's currently sitting at the $60 range. It did actually drop down from that $90 to $100 range. So on the right there, you will see some sales, $55, $45, a combined sale of $70 with the Green Ranger, and then a or best offer accepted around that $50 range. Now, unless I missed something, I don't think there was a specific reason as to why this one started going down in value. I think this was just kind of a natural decline there. Maybe people started quick selling them, and then it kind of slowly started a ball rolling downwards because it almost nearly halved in price. Still, again, you will find some higher listings for the more kind of like mint condition ones, the better condition ones, because this is a pretty rare and sought after piece. But I will say the White Ranger is definitely cheaper than what it was before. And if I missed a specific reason that I kind of overlooked, let me know down below if something happened with the White Ranger. But they didn't even make a new one in that new set. Like, they made the Black Ranger, the Green Ranger, but they didn't make the White Ranger, so that's not a cause as to why this one would go down. Now, next up, this one kind of saddens me, but I kind of saw it coming, I'm not gonna lie, and that's Nick Morton here from The Mummy. So, fun fact about this one, this is the only current Tom Cruise Funko Pop out there because he doesn't like his likeness being used. Unfortunately, this one used to be pushing like $350 in value. It's a very rare piece. There's only so many of them out there due to a lot of them being canceled and destroyed. And I do actually own one, and I paid about $300, $320 for it, which is okay, because it's a piece staying in my collection just because I am a big fan of Tom Cruise, and that's the closest thing I'm going to get to a figure of him. Anyways, though, taking a look at Nick here, you will see he is down to the $185 range. Now, a lot of the recently logged sales on Pop Price Guide do show from earlier this year. We have $125, $90, $100, $150, and then we did have some from 2022 at $370, $255. So yeah, this one was pushing $350, $400 at one point. Now, the specific reason as to why this one went down is just because there are lots of fakes of this one now on eBay, scattered all over for 30 bucks. It is naturally going to tumble this one down like it's done many other grails. And at the same time, while Tom Cruise is very popular, I don't even think a lot of people even realize this is a Tom Cruise pop, so I don't think they realize the rarity of it. So I think that kind of plays into this as well, so nobody's really after it, you know? Like, right now, I don't think there's just a market for this pop specifically, so I think it's just kind of going down in that sense as well. But to me, it's forever going to be a rare piece. Now, next up, for Sonic the Hedgehog fans, we do have a Shadow here with KO. So check this out. This one's currently at $55. It did actually drop down from that $80 to $100 range, and it was even higher than that at one point, around $150. But on the right there, you will see it's been selling for $40 to $65 all day, and a lot of listings on eBay are around the same as well. Now, I know they restocked the common on this one, but for the life of me, I can't remember if they restocked the Hot Topic one. I don't think they did. I think this one kind of just fell naturally. But the fact that it fell like over 50% was kind of wild to me, I won't lie. I know like Sonic 3 is going to feature Shadow, so I expect this one to fly back up once that movie comes out. But obviously that is to be determined with all the strikes and things like that still going on. So it's going to take a while for this one to recover. But I do feel like this one has a solid chance of recovering. But at the same time, it's very likely that Funko might come out with another version of Shadow by then, and this one might just kind of chill at this price. Now, next up, for any fans of the Miraculous Ladybug here, we do have Cat Noir with Plague here. So this one was a pretty expensive grail at one point, pushing almost $200. As you can see, it sat at that 180 range for the longest time, shot up a little bit, and then dropped down to that 130 range. So here's some of the recent sales. We had some back in June and July, pretty high around the $168, $150 range. Then we had a $75 sale, probably pretty damaged. $175 sale, and then $125 sale just last September. Now, this one also does have a lot of fakes going around and being sold constantly. However, I do feel like even after the new movie, this one's just been kind of on a little slight, slow decline. And I'm not exactly sure why. Miraculous Ladybug is very popular fandom. And this one is already hard enough to find with the fakes out there, and it was hard to find at one point too. I feel like a lot have surfaced on the market in the last 2 years, because when I was looking for Bailey originally, when we first started dating, this was $180 to $200 at that point, and this was like 2.5 years ago when I first met Bailey. And it was really hard to find there. I had to buy it from somebody in Canada just to get it over here. So the fact that to this day, you know, so many more are on the market, it's kind of wild. But anyways, you can definitely find this one a little bit cheaper. Just make sure it is real. Now, the last one we have in today's video is Maca from Soul Eater. So check this one out. Currently sitting at the $135 range. It did actually drop down from that $180 range it was sitting at for a while. And here's some recent sales. $95 back in July, probably pretty damaged though. $150, $159, $113 in August. Then we had a high sale of $170 in September. Now, in my opinion, I don't think you're ever going to find a perfect Maca. I feel like a lot of the Soul and Maca pops out there are just damaged, all of them, pretty much. It's been really hard to find one in like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 condition. I'm sure some are out there, but it doesn't seem like people are selling them. So I'm sure a lot of these sales also had some damage to them, but a lot of the listings on eBay have damage to them. So I've seen a lot of $120, $130 listings. So I will say she's definitely kind of declined a little bit, and you can find her a little bit cheaper now. However, I don't think she's going to stay that way forever. Even though nothing's going on with Soul Eater right now, she's always been a grail. She's definitely kind of like fluctuated a lot over time. Same with Soul. So I think eventually she is going to go back up. Alright guys, so those are all the selections I have for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to let me know in the comments below if you guys own any of these Funko Pops currently, or if you are after them for your collection. With that being said though, make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys rock for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure you're following me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. Alright, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.